We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Buffalo Bills.
Pass to kick off for Buffalo.
It's the final 3 weeks of the season. Still plenty to play for here as we're underway in Week 15. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6.
He's crossing. He's checking. 64, weak.
Lock on the give, it's Lindsay. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 6.
Shotgun snap to Lock. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A 3rd down gain of 19.
Broncos.
On 1st and 10, it's Lindsay. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Last week, of course, the great performance, over 200 yards. He still wants to be fed.
And they should. That's exactly what you should do. I have not yet met a running back that's run for over 200 yards that says the very next week, hey, let's back things up.
Yeah, I don't need it as much.
No, they want it more and more. They're going to be ready to go because they think that's going to happen naturally now.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
They did tell us they wanted to establish the ground game early, didn't they?
They did, in a small sample size that we've seen so far, but pretty good return.
Yeah, you got to like that. They've strung together a couple of 1st downs, established what they wanted, the running game. And guess what? They also got their lead guy running it pretty well, too.
He's got the 1st down inside the 10. And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 1-yard line.
1st and goal at the 1. They'll try to run with Lindsay. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and...
And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Phillip Lindsay with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Broncos have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories, and you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do, and when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking that time for Dante Pettis, but it'll be 2nd down.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
17 yards.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start, getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Mack, his first carry of the game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
From just shy of midfield, Allen. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
Gain of 13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 38. On the handoff, it's Mack. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the Broncos' 38-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
A gain of 12.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Bradley Chubb able to record his 5th sack of the season. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. From the gun, it's Allen. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jarrell Casey bursting in to take him down. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over this one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions.
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice. We just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And certainly they'll be hoping to hit pay dirt like they did on the last drive. Got the football back, so a chance to go up 2 scores.
And they haven't been tentative at all in this ball game because sometimes you start a game with your script to try and get information out of the opposing defense. How will they play you in certain situations? Sometimes you script to attack, and that's what I'm seeing so far.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
56, Mike, 56, right there, right there. 56. I got it. Mike, 56.
Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
A 2-yard loss brings up 3rd down and 12.
Throwing his lock on 3rd down. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Lindsey. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this 1st quarter. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now Locke. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They'll run with Lindsey. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Phillip Lindsey, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Broncos push further out in front. Not a bad start for him. 2 drives for the offense, 2 rushing TDs.
Almost like he's in the percussion section in the band, isn't it? Got a little oomph, right? Got a little crash, got a little bang. He's got it all as he gets to the end zone. 2nd rushing touchdown, as you noted, on 2 drives. He's off to a terrific start.
Okay, you ready? Wait for it.
First down at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Buffalo.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense going to have to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Allen to throw once more. Open man is Pettis. It's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Mack. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
The tackle made by Kareem Jackson. A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Allen. And he's wrapped up. Taken down. Back at the 25.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the 1st. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver, where he was going, and then they're able to rally to the ball after the catch and stop him short of a 1st down.
K.J. Hamler returning it. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 22-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
That coach is always harp on the quarterback reading the defense and getting it to the open man. That's good recognition there. And how about what he did after the catch?
Yeah, hit your tight end, let him get some rack.
Yeah, when he gets moving, not many guys want to come over and put a hit on him, do they?
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And again, this Buffalo defense there and run support to stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
3rd down and 2.
So 3rd and 2, and I count 6 defensive backs out there. They'll try and run for it with Lindsey. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the 1st.
That's good.
Only 3 there on the pickup, but that's enough to move the chains.
1st and 10.
From the gun, it's Locke. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. K.J. Hamler, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. And going for Hamler, but this is intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. A try here for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Broncos 14, Bills 10.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Hamler now to return it. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Locke trying again after the pick six. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
They'll run on first down. Lindsey, and he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line, a 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down now, it's Lindsey, and he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Brought down behind.
Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. Locke working out of the gun. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On first down, Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Well, the incompletion, yes, but maybe here not the worst thing in the world?
No, not on 1st and 10. It actually gives them a chance to regroup, relax just a little bit. They huddle up, talk it over, then they get a chance to continue their drive.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Locke, open man, Hamler, that's complete. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3.
Check it back. Check it back. General,
Now Locke again. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be out of bounds, able to get it down to the 25 there. Locke and Sutton on the connection there for a Denver first down.
At the 25-yard line.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. On first down, Lindsey, and he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
Tremaine Edmonds.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call.
2nd and 7 at the 23-yard line.
So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. This a 40-yard attempt from the left hash. And McManus able to put it through. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report.
To kick off for Denver.
The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there, just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up.
31-yard.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. From the gun, Allen. Finding Knox there, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver, although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now a play fake here on first down. That's complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
24-yard.
Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a give running left with Mack. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Ken had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He's got the first down inside the 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Stephon Diggs, his 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bills are an extra point away from tying the football game. And his kick is right through.
That ties the game at 17. Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
5-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a good running play here to start the drive. That'll net them 14 yards as they pick up the first.
I know people see Philip Lindsay's role in Denver is changing a bit with the arrival of Melvin Gordon, but I think Gordon's going to be more of an enhancement for Lindsay. Maybe he won't carry it as often, but now he'll be much more effective as a two-headed monster in the backfield. Both of them can run it inside, get to the perimeter, and catch the ball in the backfield and move the sticks.
On first down, right back to Lindsay. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Oh, that's That's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On second down, it's Gordon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
On the carry.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. And on 3rd and 8, defensively, they're going to beef up the secondary. 6 defensive backs. Operating from the gun. Block. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free. And it brings up 4th down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. And he's going to be tackled inside his 10-yard line. And they hear a few words from his head coach on that decision. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
The last run got 9. That leaves them with 2nd and a yard. To the air, Allen. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
A gain of 26 yards. 1st down, Bills.
On 1st down, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 7 yards the pickup there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Again, they'll throw with Allen. He completes this one to Mack. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. The Bills' passing game getting them down the field. They've got another 1st down. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another 1st down. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
1st down, Buffalo.
Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Complete.
11 more on that one, and another 1st down.
1st and goal, Buffalo.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
They run here with Singletary. And that'll move him a little closer as he takes it from the 7 down to the 4-yard line.
He was brought
and Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Marlon Mack, touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Bills have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. So that'll back them up 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
56 to Mike. 56 is Mike.
That's a gain of 11. Would have been a first down if not for that penalty moments ago.
A gain of 11 brings up 2nd and 4.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down.
Oh, that was a pretty route right there, because it's all about finding a window on a route like that. He lined up on his left, ran the deep in route over the middle, and the ball was right where it needed to be. Really good trust between quarterback and receiver. Really good completion.
Lock now on first down. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Cortland Sutton, first-time Pro Bowler. He was the intended target. And now it's 2nd down. Throwing again. Lock. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Phillip Lindsay, the intended target. 3rd down here.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
31 to Mike.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he takes it all the way down to the 3.
First and
a big play here for Buffalo. 57 yards. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
Looking to run with Mack. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Marlon Mack with his 19th touchdown, his second of the game. And the Bills turn that interception into a touchdown. And his kick is good.
Makes the score Bills 31, Broncos 17.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The return. The Broncos take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. After the sack, it's second and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. Second and 19. Now a handoff for Lindsey. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain.
The ball carrier.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Broncos on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough third and 18. And that will be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Now Locke, got to have this one. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And no, it's incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on fourth. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 on that one, and a Bills first down.
First down, Bills.
Going deep for Diggs. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And it's second down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
Allen's throw is complete, and they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A gain of 13. It's a first down. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. On play action, Allen. That's caught by Brown for a Bills touchdown.
Complete to John Brown.
John Brown, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning, right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
Tyler Bass to kick off for Buffalo.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. That 5-game win streak is ticking away here in the 4th quarter. Just haven't been as sharp in this one. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Jerry Hughes, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. He's going to let it fly. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up.
You always think about picking up the 1st down, but in this case, they were thinking about something bigger. They were thinking about the home run shot and took it downfield. Unable to connect, but I admire the effort.
Fielded at about the 28. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
Complete to step on.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
1st down.
And Allen is actually going to throw it here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
2nd down and and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. To throw again, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm, incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now Allen again. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
The Bills send the punter out. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And he gets it away. A directional kick going toward the sideline. This one will sail out of bounds. It'll depend on the spot here. And the side judge says that went out at the 7-yard line. So they'll play the field position game here as a very nice punt is going to pin them back.
Yeah, it's almost like watching a game of tennis, or do you prefer ping pong? You know, back and forth like that? But it definitely was excellent, wasn't it?
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down.
38.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Bills, they continue to roll as the win gets them to 12-2 on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to New England to take on the Patriots. Meanwhile, for Denver, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.